Well, good day to you folks, and welcome to another little wander. So what are we up to today? Well, we're drifting south, heading down right now into the back edge of Mount Rainier National Park. So the goal for today, it's already a little bit late in the day, is just to get back in here, explore a little bit on the fringes of the national park, see if we can't get us a good mountain view or three, and then press in to find us a campsite somewhere in the vicinity of Mount St. Helens. And then we'll go explore Mount St. Helens. The sun comes up in the morning. So that being said, I'm just going to keep on driving. Hopefully we don't get rained on. I'm not sure. It's kind of like circling around up here, and it tends to rain up high even when it's not down low. So we will find out. But in the meantime, enjoy the scenery, and I'll see you at the next stopping point. Well, that was a little bit of a noisy place to stop and try and get you some shots of Mount Rainier, but I think we actually got a few. That's always a little challenging, especially with this like 3 in the afternoon lighting and using a camera phone. That being said, clouds cleared off mostly for a few minutes so we could get a shot. Let's keep on moving. You know, I love traveling all of the little state highways and byways. I do my best to avoid freeway travel when I'm out doing this, simply because it's boring. It's just the easiest path that moves at the highest speed, and it's chaotic, and it connects all the major cities. You know, when you live in a major city, be it 100,000 people or be it several million people, you kind of forget how most of America actually lives. You get on these little highways and byways, though, and you're going through all these small communities, small towns, and you kind of remember that life is not what we see on TV. Life is not what the media would like us to believe. Most folks live a pretty quiet, pretty simple, pretty peaceful and happy life. It would behoove us all to take some time and wander these pathways and remember that. And heck, puts a little money into their community when you stop for a sandwich or gas, right? Anyway, we're going to keep driving. We are currently right along the Cispus River. Here pretty soon in the town of Randall. I'm going to turn off and start working my way back into Gifford Pinchot National Forest. I don't know how far we're going to go in tonight. It's already about 4 o'clock, but I would like to get up close to Mount Adams so we can spend some time exploring that. Anyway, with that said, let's keep driving. Well, it looks like Mount Adams is going to be a bust. The main road going in from this side is closed, and they've got all sorts of construction crews on it. I assume it's probably a washout. It's some pretty bad one by the judge and all the equipment. So something caught my eye, though, on the map. It was an interpretive site called Lacer Cave, and got looking a little closer. Looks like there's actually a cave there. I don't know if we can access it, but figure it's not too long of a hike. Let's go check it out before we find a camping spot. It's a very small cave, but would have made a nice shelter in inclement weather, right? It does look like it goes further back. If you're willing to climb in there. No, I'm kidding. I would never even try something stupid like that. It's just about big enough for me, but no. You can see it goes back a ways. All right, so I was trying to get us to Mount Adams. It's hard to see probably just because the sky is white and the mountain's white, of course. But that is as close as we are going to get. So there is Mount Adams. The one you see kind of in front of us is called Tongue Mountain, the exposed slides on it. And then the other ridge kind of hidden is the Juniper Ridge. Wish we could have got over there. That's too bad. Well, folks, not my most glorious campsite, but it will do for the evening, I suppose. There are like so many people up in here. A lot of the main roads that head back in a little deeper are closed, which is kind of funneling everybody down into this river drainage. So right now we're in this triangle between Mount Adams, Mount St. Helens, and Mount Rainier. Gifford Pinchot National Forest. The river you can kind of see behind me that we'll go check out in a minute is the Cispus River. But it's a pretty area. It's just there are so many people. Like I actually pulled into a couple of campgrounds just because I was getting desperate for a spot, and they are jam-packed full. Every little spot that people would normally be camped in is full. I think the only reason this one isn't is it would not be the best spot to be pitching tents and setting up a real camp, but works great if you don't need to sleep in a Jeep. So that being said, this is where I'm going to spend the night. My belly is a growling. I am hungry. So let's go check out the river, and then I'm going to get on with making camp and making food. The Cispus River. Obviously glacial fed based on how milky the water is from all the silt and stuff that comes down. Beautiful though. Well, good evening there, folks. As you can see, evening is setting in. You've got maybe 45 minutes of light, an hour or so. Camera always brightens it up a little bit. I'm just kind of watching some TV and thinking about climbing in the Jeep. With that being said, I'm going to call that a wrap on this particular episode. I hope you've enjoyed the sights we were able to see. I realized it was a little light on content just because I didn't want to hike with a whole bunch of people. You saw Mount Rainier, got some good shots of that. We explored a bit in Gifford Pinchot National Forest, checking out that cave that was up there, which was basically an old living site long ago. There's quite a bit of history that was written on some of the signs there of all the stuff archaeologists have discovered around there. That being said, we're now pretty close to Mount St. Helens. We've drifted over here on the Cispus River, and I'm about 25 miles as the crow flies from Mount St. Helens itself. Of course, it's going to take me a little bit more time than that to get there via road. But my agenda for the next episode, or tomorrow's journey, is to get up early, head over there, check out Mount St. Helens, and then after spending a good morning, early afternoon hanging out there, we're going to drive on down into Oregon and find ourselves a campsite for the night. So with that being said, take care. I'll see you on the next leg.